Hello, and welcome to the September 16th edition of Success by Association Live. This issue is sponsored by the Cabarrus County Convention and Visitors Bureau. We thank them for their steadfast support of AENC. Today's article is written by Morgan K. Wood and is reprinted with permission. The article is titled Business Technologies for Associations. I know it's cliche at this point, but the fact is there's never been a better time to leverage technology as a service to help keep everyone connected and safe. There are a lot to choose from these days, some more well-known than others. Due to the recent pandemic and ensuing chaos across the country, there has been a cataclysmic shift in acceleration in innovation. For associations, it's even more important as your members tend to rely on you for resources and support in the specific industry you represent. While there has been a lot of focus on collaboration services, there may be other useful technologies with less visibility but could be useful as part of your technology suite. There are so many ways to stay connected with a shift towards cloud infrastructure from traditional on-premise solutions. Unified communication solutions have become highly sought after, and many new players have jumped into the industry, creating a plethora of options to choose from. There truly is no one-size-fits-all approach to implementing a service like this because the features, interoperability, your current environment, and of course pricing should all be considered. These tend to include collaborations such as conferencing, audio, web, and video, and messaging along with other ways to connect to your audience. The features are similar, yet depending on the interface, can be more or less intuitive. How you plan to use the service is the key factor here. If it's just for general collaboration, you tend to need less control, but if you plan to use this tool for conducting events of any scale, having easy-to-use meeting management features becomes extremely important. Speaking of shifts, we're of course seeing more of what used to be our in-person meetings become virtual. Because of the collaborative and informal nature of most committee meetings, they can likely be handled suing the aforementioned collaboration technologies. However, for board meetings, trade shows, auctions, annual meetings, and business meetings, among others, you might need something more robust for the sake of formality. These would generally be referred to as event technologies. You'd probably start with your technical requirements to initially determine the best fit. If you only need audio, then an operator-assisted conference call would work well. If you need something more dynamic with a presentation and/or video using webcasting software would make sense. If you're attempting to duplicate an in-person event with audience interaction, simultaneous presentations, sponsors, games, etc., then something more robust like a virtual environment would be best to consider. Once you determine the delivery platform, you can evaluate the options that are out there. I've alluded to the cloud previously, but it's important to dive a little deeper. As collaboration has shifted to a more cloud-based approach, so has enterprise phone systems that are used to place and receive phone calls. Because they are in the cloud and hosted off-site, they can be expanded and deployed more rapidly. This also allows them to include more features that are geared towards a remote workforce with tools for collaboration, dial tone, easy access cross-platform, extension identification, and personalization, to name a few. Staying connected can mean proactively as well. Sometimes you just need to communicate a quick message, not necessarily meet about it. Having a tool to reach members via phone, text, email, social media, desktop pop-up, or website posting for reminders or to keep them engaged can be very beneficial. These tend to be very customizable applications because of all the considerations around how you want to deliver the message to whom, the length of the message, and several other factors. Think of the calls you get from your pharmacy or from the school. These calls need to be delivered rapidly and securely, so these platforms may be robust in their feature set to ensure that's the case. There may be applications for notification solutions, especially during these chaotic times. Because emergencies never have good timing, it's important to always know you can get immediate assistance from first responders no matter where you are. In fact, there have been new legislation enacted in February 2020, Kerry's Law and Ray Baum's Act, that mandates certain E911 regulations into some existing all new phone systems. The goal is to ensure a more exact location of the caller when 911 is dialed. For example, at a specific desk on a specific floor of an office building instead of a building street address. Additionally, notification must go out to others that an incident occurred. Having an emergency system that integrates with remote work environments such as Microsoft Teams, for example, is an important consideration here as well. The first step in the process of identifying your association's specific technology requirements is to analyze your business needs by conducting a categorical inventory of the technology you have in place. This includes the environment you're operating in, such as hardware, network providers, devices, and software such as LMS, among others. Then work to identify solutions that will grow and scale with your business as it evolves, which is much easier in a cloud-based environment. Understand the various considerations of each technology that make it unique to your exact needs. Having a support available becomes extremely important as you go through the adoption process and start to use specific features. Some technologies are just easier to learn than others, and needs can vary based on individual user, so be sure to make these resources available internally. That concludes our article. We hope you have a great day.